Princess Anne was left fuming at her older brother when Prince Charles claimed the Queen and Prince Philip had been distant with him during their childhood. Princess Anne rejected claims from her brother Prince Charles, repeatedly suggesting their parents had been remote with him as he opened up about his difficult childhood. In 1994, the Prince of Wales suggested the Queen and Prince Philip were emotionally reserved towards him when he was a child, but Anne insisted that had not been the case. Speaking to Channel 5 documentary The Royal Family at War, royal author Penny Juror suggested the siblings could have had a different perception of their childhood due to their deeply different characters. Ms. Juror said, when Charles opened up about his childhood and talked about the difficulties and how his parents had always been slightly remote, that wasn't her experience of her childhood because she was very much a different character. She is much more robust, very outspoken and blunt. Commentator Victoria Arbiter echoed Ms. Juror's assessment as she highlighted the divergent approach Charles and Anne have to both private and public life. Ms. Arbiter said, Charles reportedly, and I say reportedly, likes his shoelaces ironed, whereas Princess Anne has got clothes that are older than her grown-up children. If you go to Gatcombe Park, which is Princess Anne's home, it's a working farm. There's horses and hay and riding boots everywhere. You go to Highgrove, which is Charles' home, every single blade of grass is in immaculate conditions. It's beautifully taken care of. Princess Anne came out publicly defending her mother, insisting she behaved towards all her children as any mother did. Responding to Prince Charles's claims in a BBC interview in 2002, the Princess Royal said, I simply don't believe that there is any evidence whatsoever to suggest that she wasn't caring. It just beggars belief. We as children may have not been too demanding in the sense that we understand what the limitations were in time and the responsibilities placed on her as monarch in the things she had to do and the travels she had to make. I don't believe any of us, for a second, thought she didn't care for us in exactly the same way as any mother did. Princess Anne added, I just think it extraordinary that anybody could construe that might not be true. However, commentators over the years noted the Queen adopted a very different approach to child-rearing her younger children, Andrew and Edward, compared to her eldest. Prince Charles was only 4 when Her Majesty took the throne following the sudden death of her father, while Princess Anne was only 2. To consolidate her new role, the Queen undertook a series of tours abroad which kept her from her young children for months on end. In 1954, the new sovereign and Prince Philip embarked on a 6-month tour of the Commonwealth and left Charles and Anne with their grandmother in London. The family was reunited in Malta towards the end of the tour before returning together to the United Kingdom.